Yeah, churches cross Jamaica. Run, come. Run, come in that place, yeah. Ooh, now. Come go to your friends, say.
Hey, this is the One Family Station. And welcome. This is the 7th match in round 1 of season 2 of our weekly Bible Challenge. ABC. Stephanie, we need to see you, so turn on Stephanie. Hey, I am Sarah Ann Edwards, your quiz master, and this week's match features challenger Dwayne Bryan of 7 Grounds Church of God of Prophecy, who is going up against challenger Stephanie Ellis of Power and Praise Ministries in Denbigh. Stephanie?
How much do you know?
I know Stephanie is hearing me.
We
We begin this afternoon's match with our Icebreaker challenge, where both challengers are given 1 minute to introduce themselves and their church in a creative jingle, which can either be in the form of a DJ, song, or the poetry. In this segment, challengers can attain a maximum of 5 points, and the decision is left entirely up to our judge. Third are carried forward. We're live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Love 101 FM Jamaica. Jump on, tell a friend to tell another friend. It's time for ABC. Stephanie? Stephanie?
Yeah, Jamaica. Run, come. Run, come.
This is Love 101, the family station.
Ooh, now.
Having some difficulties. Sorting out that, alright?
Each and every Wednesday.
This is Love 101.
Love 101.
In the meantime,
1 to 5.
enjoy your jump on, alright?
Hey, are you ready for? ABC. Ooh, number 1 Bible challenge. Tell you come on if you think you can manage, and tell me now. Are you ready for? The ABC. Put down number 1 Bible challenge. Tell you come on if you think you can manage. Hey, you want to get active? Love 101 now, here it is. Yeah, 1-on-1 Bible quiz and a live every Wednesday. 1 to 5, I'm gonna tell you round 1. Got the icebreaker. Round 2, how much do you know? Round 3, catch me if you can. On the home stretch when we reach around 4, and tell me now, are you ready for? The ABC? Ooh, number 1 Bible challenge. Tell you come on if you think you can, and if you think you can, you're ready for? The ABC. Put down number 1 Bible challenge. Tell you come on if you think you can manage, and tell you alive. Oh, get right, alive. Rub down.
The countdown to Christmas, And Love 101's Christmas treat, Chuck full of love, is on our to-do list this Christmas. It's time to give love this Christmas. So be sure to listen to the family station as we will share the wish list of our Chuck full of love beneficiary. We want you to help us put a smile on the face of someone this Christmas. Chuck full of love, brought to you by Love 101 FM, the family station.
Love 101 FM, the family station, keeping you in the know with news, sport, and weather reports, current and informative. Join us weekdays at 6:30 a.m. for the morning newscast. At 10 a.m., we share weather bites. 1 p.m., news highlights inside the live exchange. At 5 p.m., our major afternoon newscast. And at 6:30 p.m., religious news highlights. On the weekend, catch our headlines at 101 News in 101 social media platforms. We're keeping you in the know, in the now, current and informative. News on Love 101 FM, family station.
Yeah, churches across Jamaica. Run, come. Run, come in on the place, yeah. Ooh, now. Go and go tell your friends.
Hey, this is Love 101, the family station. Dwayne and Stephanie. Stephanie?
Yay, I'm here.
Stephanie, you're here. Dwayne is here. And Stephanie?
I'm here.
Okay, great. All right, Stephanie, it's time for your icebreaker. I'm hearing an echo. So somebody has their radio on.
I'm hardly hearing. It's low.
Are you hearing me now?
It's still low. Let me read. Uncle, come in and just chip it up a little.
No matter what, and the COVID-19 pandemic is making it even harder. With school closures and cancelled events, many youths are missing out on some of the biggest moments of their lives, as well as everyday moments like chatting with friends and participating in class. For young folks facing life changes and are feeling isolated and disappointed, know this: you are not alone. Your family station, Love 101, is standing with you. Here are 6 things you can do to practice self-care and look after your mental health. Number 1, recognize that your anxiety is completely normal. Number 2, create distractions. Number 3, find new ways to connect with your friends. Number 4, focus on you. Number 5, feel your feelings. And number 6, be kind to yourself and others. Linda Poindexter says, one small crack does not mean that you're broken. It means that you are put to the test and it didn't fall apart. Hi, I'm Shivani Blair, your youth ambassador. And remember, now more than ever, we need to be thoughtful about what we share or say that may hurt others. Happy Youth Month. Let's evolve.
I'll lean on you, lean on me. We got this.
Jamaica and its workforce are advancing quickly. Life-changing opportunities are arising. You need training and support. We are the Renewed Heart NSTA Trust, committed to providing new and emerging skills training and opportunities. Come to Heart. We'll help you claim your place in the workforce of the future.
Tis the season for boldness with Virgin.
Get 20% discount. A chance to win a grand prize of $200,000 in cash. Plus a share of $1 million in weekly cash and prizes. How to enter? Purchase any 2 gallons of eligible Virgin paints and receive an entry code. Visit www.virginpaints.mobi and enter the code along with your contact information. Promotion ends December 31st.
Tis the season for boldness with Virgin.
Virgin for lasting beauty and protection.
Hey, this is Love 101, the family station. We do apologize for the delay. We're going to get right into the match. And we have Stephanie and Dwayne. Stephanie, it's time for you for your icebreaker challenge. You can go right ahead. Stephanie?
Yes. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you now. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm Stephanie, and I heard the parish of crying, then my head to be. The next ABC champion from a team you see. I got a revelation, I'm a Christian, I'm number one, that's who I am. So I'm praise at the church, me minister, Bishop Trevor Williams at the pastor, and if you don't know, then the pastor hospital, take up the cover, the read up on the plaza. If you, on a Sunday we worship, and on a Tuesday night we study God's word. And if you're sick and seeking healing, on a Thursday we meet, yes we do, for prayer and fasting. Cause I'm a champion, I'm humble one, that's who I am.
Thank you so much, Stephanie. It's now on to Dwayne for his icebreaker challenge. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, we are not normal. Not normal, mister. We're not normal. We're not normal because we're not carnal. Oh, we are the Church of God of Prophecy located in the hills of Clarendon. And what we do, we worship and praise the Most Almighty One. We praise Him every day. That's our way. We fear no fool because Jesus is our way. Listen, come. You can come with the answer because we have. You can come with the questions because we have all the answer. The Holy Spirit is our sponsor. We can praise Him every day. That's what we do. I like 1 to 5 are the greatest thing, but when you reach 3 o'clock are the sweetest thing. Bible in our hand, and yes, we're ready. Bible walk, Bible talk, Bible move, and that we do. Sunday school and Bible study we never are missing. Big up to Jesus. He is the real King. Yay.
Yay! Thank you so much, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Let's now get into the match, and we kick things off with segment 2, dubbed How Much Do You Know? In this segment, general Bible knowledge questions will be thrown open to both challengers alternately over a 4-minute time period. Challengers will be given 5 seconds to answer each question. If the question goes without an answer, the next challenger will maximize on the opportunity to answer. Each correct response will be awarded 1 point. We begin with Stephanie. Stephanie, how old was Noah when the flood waters came upon the earth?
100 years old.
Incorrect, that's 600 years old. Dwayne, how old was Noah when the flood waters were dried up from the earth?
930.
Incorrect, that's 601 years old. Stephanie, 1 Thessalonians 5:19 exhorts us not to put on the spirits. A, life. B, or rather put out the spirit. A, life. B, fire. C, will. D, power.
Power.
Incorrect, that's fire. Dwayne, 1 Thessalonians 5:20 exhorts us not to treat prophecies with A, mercy. B, patience. C, contempt. D, without careful consideration.
B.
B?
Yes, B.
B as in boy?
So A, B.
All right, incorrect. The answer is C, contempt. Stephanie, according to James 2 verse 8, what is the royal law found in scripture?
Pass.
Dwayne, would you like to try?
Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
That's correct. Dwayne, still with you. What is considered by James as a restless evil, full of deadly poison?
Tongue.
That is correct. Stephanie, in which book of the prophets can the following be found? Son of man, set your face against the mountains of Israel.
Ezra.
Incorrect. That's Ezekiel. Dwayne, what was the name of Joel's father?
Petiel.
That is correct. Stephanie, true or false? The Lord rained manna and hail from heaven to feed the children of Israel in the desert.
False.
That is correct. He rained quail. Dwayne, true or false? The water of Mara was so sweet the Israelites could not drink it.
False.
That is correct. The water was bitter. Stephanie, which of these prophets was the herdsman of Tekoa? A. Gideon. B. Joel. C. Amos. D. Haggai.
C.
That is correct. Amos. Dwayne, which prophet had a wife by the name of Gomer? A. Jonah. B. Zephaniah. C. Nahum. D. Uzziah.
Hosea.
That is correct. Stephanie, according to Revelation 22, how many types of fruit did the tree of life seen by John bear?
12.
That is correct. Dwayne, what were the leaves of the tree of life for according to Revelation 22, verse 3?
The healing of the nation.
That is correct. Stephanie, according to Proverbs 22, verse 1, a good name is rather to be chosen than A. Diamonds, B. Silver and gold, C. Gold and land, D. Great riches.
B. Silver and gold.
Incorrect. That's D. Great riches. Dwayne, blank he is, or rather he is a prophet whose father is Hilkiah. Who is the prophet? A. Isaiah, B. Malachi, C. Jeremiah, D. Ezekiel.
Malachi.
Incorrect. That is C. Jeremiah. Stephanie, what was the name of Herod's brother mentioned in Luke 3?
False.
Dwayne, would you like to try?
Philip.
That is correct. Dwayne, still with you. What shall become straight according to Luke 3, verse 5?
That's what is crooked.
Judges, that's the crooked roads. Stephanie, Enoch was whose father according to Genesis 5, verse 21? Stephanie?
False.
All right. Dwayne, would you like to try?
Lamech.
Incorrect. That's Methuselah. Dwayne, still with you. The king was killed at Ramoth Gilead, and his body was taken to Samaria. Dogs licked up his blood, or as was prophesied, who was he?
Ahab.
That is correct. Stephanie. And we have to end with Stephanie, so let me continue with that question. How old was... Okay, we're ending with Dwayne. My bad. That's the end of segment 2 dubbed How Much Do You Know? We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Yes, be a strong man.
Can a man balance co-parenting with the mother of his child with whom he no longer shares in a relationship? What are some of the boundaries he must navigate? Are there do's and don'ts of co-parenting? Let's find out in the mailbox this Wednesday, November 17 at 5:30 p.m. when we discuss the topic Co-Parenting, the Father's Perspective. That's the mailbox, the show designed for men, hosted by men, with guests who are men, right here on Love 101 FM, the family station.
Wednesday on Love 101, alive 1 to 5, Bible eloquence. Hey, are you ready for? Are you ready for? ABC, ooh, #1 Bible challenge. Tell you come on if you think you can manage, and tell me now. Are you ready for? Are you ready for? ABC, ooh, now.
Welcome back to ABC, and at this time we'll hear from our judge, Fabian Bernard. Good afternoon to you, Fabian.
Good afternoon, Sarah. Good afternoon, Stephanie and Dwayne. Stephanie, your presentation very thorough. Information was all there. I mean, you had a few glitches here and there, but I think you did well. I gave you 4 out of 5. Dwayne, you started off very shaky, but gradually you got more confident. The information was also there, and I gave you 3.5 out of 5.
Thank you so much, Fabian Bernard, our judge. And the scores in the match so far, we have a challenger, Dwayne Bryan of... we have challenger Dwayne Bryan of the Seven Grounds Church of God of Prophecy on 12.5 points. And challenger Stephanie Ellis of the Power and Praise Ministries in Denbigh on 7 points. With that said, it's time for the segment called Catch Me If You Can. This segment has to do with speed and accuracy. Each player gets the opportunity to distance themselves from their opponent. General Bible questions will be asked to both participants over 2 separate 1-minute time segments, and a 1-minute bonus from the book they were given to study. In this round, each question is worth 2 points. Remember, this is a speed challenge, so if you don't know the answer, it is always best to pass. We begin again with Stephanie. Stephanie, it's time for your first minute. True or false, Elisha was jeered by youths and called bald-headed according to 2 Kings 2.
False.
Incorrect, that's true. Stephanie, still with you. Which prophet said these words? The Lord said to me, go show your love to your wife again, though she is loved by another.
Ezra.
That is correct. What does Paul say they do not do according to 2 Corinthians 6:3, so that their ministry is not discredited?
False.
Put a stumbling block in anyone's path. Who brought bread and meat to Elijah while he was hiding from Ahab?
Raven.
That is correct. What should one do who is spiritual do? Or rather, what should the one who is spiritual do for the one who is overtaken in fault?
Encourage him.
Judges, restore the spirit or restore the person the spirit of meekness. What animals are like the people who follow the Lord?
Repeat.
What animals are like the people who follow the Lord?
False.
That sheep, yes, there is a one-time appointment with death, but what comes next? And that's time for you, Stephanie. Now it's on to Dwayne for his first minute. Dwayne, true or false? Eve means mother of all living things.
True.
Correct. Why did Cain kill his brother Abel?
Because God upset the offering of Abel.
Because God was more pleased. Judge will decide. How does Jacob steal his brother Esau's inheritance rights?
False.
Trickery and with a pot of stew. How did God first appear to Moses?
At the burning bush.
That is correct. What event triggered the division of Israel into 2 kingdoms?
When Solomon was dead and Rehoboam and Jeroboam.
Well, Rehoboam wanted the tribe of Judah to split from the 12 tribes, so that's incorrect. This woman was Ruth's sister-in-law. Who is she?
Oprah.
That is correct. Why did the prophet Nathan rebuke David?
Because he killed Uriah and take his wife.
That is correct. What did David bring to Jerusalem to bless the religious city?
The Ark of the Covenant.
That is correct. What would dogs do to Jezebel?
Lick his blood.
Lick her blood, yes. And that's the end of your first minute. Dwayne is on to Stephanie for her second minute. Stephanie, true or false? Methuselah is the 7th generation from Adam.
True.
That is correct. Which centurion from Caesarea was regarded as devout and God-fearing?
False.
That's Cornelius. Who first passed the wounded man in the parable of the Good Samaritan?
Repeat.
That is correct. 70. And how many more sons did Gideon have?
False.
10. So that's 17 all. Get up and walk after stating who Paul healed at Lystra.
Repeat the question.
Get up and walk after stating who Paul healed at Lystra or Lystra.
Layman.
That is correct. The men of Gibeah did what to the Levites' concubine?
Cut her in pieces.
Judges will accept. He murdered her. Apart from the sun and moon, what else did God make on the 4th day of creation?
Moon and stars.
That's the stars. Judge. It's time for Dwayne's second minute. True or false? Enosh is the 5th generation from Adam.
False.
That's correct. He's a second. After his father was murdered, he became king of Judah at 16 years old. What was his name?
Uzziah.
That is correct. According to 2 Chronicles 26:6, Uzziah broke down the walls of these 3 Philistine cities. Name the cities.
Gath and Spath.
Gath, Jabneh, and Ashdod. What led Uzziah's downfall?
Because of his pride.
Correct. In which psalm can the following be found? O Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
8.
That is correct. According to Ezekiel 33:7, who was made a watchman for Israel?
Son of man.
Incorrect. That's Ezekiel. Fill in the blank. Sing to the Lord a new song and his blank in the assembly of the saints, according to Psalm 149 verse 1.
Praise.
That is correct. True or false? According to Psalm 150 verse 4 says we are to praise him with the wind instruments and flute.
False.
That is correct. And that's the end of Dwayne's second minute. It's now time for the bonus minute segment. Both challengers have prepared for this minute from the book of Ezra. We begin again with Stephanie. Stephanie, it's time for your first minute, your first bonus minute. Your bonus minute. Ezra was the son of who? Repeat that? That's correct. Name the king who took the articles of the house of the Lord from Jerusalem and or them in the temple of his gods.
I'm not hearing you.
Name the king who took the articles of the house of the Lord from Jerusalem and or them in the temple of his gods.
Nebuchadnezzar.
That is correct. Fill in the blank. King Cyrus was brought out of the articles, the house of the Lord, which Nebuchadnezzar had taken from Jerusalem and put in the blank of his gods.
Temple of his God.
That is correct. When the children of Israel were in the cities, how did they gather together?
Oh.
As one man to Jerusalem. The governor told them that they were not to take part of the most holy food until there should be a priest to consult who?
God.
Incorrect. Urim and Thummim. Or Thummim. In Ezra, it gives you... That's the end of your bonus minute. Stephanie, on to Dwayne. Dwayne, in Ezra, it gives a very precise tally of the company that arrived at Jerusalem. What accompanying group is listed at the end of verse 65? 200 men and women, singers. What was to be brought from Lebanon to the sea to Joppa, according to the permission which they had from Cyrus, king of Persia?
Feta cheese.
Incorrect. That's money, meat, and drink and oil. When the builders laid the foundation of the temple of the Lord, how did the priests and Levites praise the Lord?
By trumpet and timbrel.
Judges, they set the priests in their apparel with trumpets, and the Levites, the sons of Asaph, with cymbals. What did the adversaries of Judah and Benjamin hear that the descendants from the captivity were doing?
Building the walls.
Building the temple unto the Lord. Judge, true or false, Zerubbabel and Jeshua and the rest of the heads of the fathers' houses of Israel told the adversaries that they may help rebuild the house of the Lord. I think the bell came before that. And that's the end for Dwayne. At this time, we've come to the end of segment 3 called Catch Me If You Can. We'll take a quick break and return with the final scores in the final segment. Or rather, the scores in the final segment. You're tuned to the Live Bible Challenge ABC on the family station, Love 101.
Join the rhythm, enjoy the flavor. The taste that you savor, share with your friend and your neighbor. We're made in Jamaica. Join the rhythm, enjoy the flavor. The taste that you savor, share with your friend and your neighbor. We're made in Jamaica. Grace Tropical Rhythms, join the rhythm.
How does this make you feel? Your smile is a vibe. Bring out the best of it with Tropics Juice Drinks, made with real fruit for the most refreshing experience every time. Get the same great taste you love now with a new look. Enjoy more moments of real joy with Tropics and connect the smile.
Real nice.
Find your favorite flavors in stores island-wide.
Churches cross Jamaica. Run, come. Run, come in on the place, yeah. Ooh, now. Go and go tell your friends, each and every Wednesday. On Love 101, Alive 1 to 5. Bible eloquency. Hey, are you ready for? ABC. Ooh, #1 Bible challenge. Tell you come on if you think you can manage. And tell me now, are you ready for?
This is Love 101, the family station. And the scores in the match so far, we have challenger Dwayne Bryan of the Seven Grounds Church of God of Prophecy on 38.5 points, and challenger Stephanie Ellis of the Power and Praise Ministries in Denbigh on 25 points. On that note, we move into our final segment called Home Stretch. Both challengers have prepared for this segment from the book of Ezra. The outcome of this round will come down to the challenger who is hungry for the win. Questions will be asked alternately over a 4-minute time period. Each correct answer is worth 2 points, and incorrect answers will come at a cost of 2 points. Therefore, if you are not sure of the answer, it is always best to pass to the other challenger. Let's go, Stephanie. We start again with you. Whose prophecy did Cyrus, king of Persia, fulfill in issuing a proclamation to rebuild the temple?
Jeremiah.
That is correct. Dwayne, what did Cyrus bring forth that Nebuchadnezzar had taken out of Jerusalem?
The temples, the vessels.
No, that the vessels of the house of the Lord. Stephanie, who was the first person named as one who went out of captivity?
Pass.
Dwayne, would you like to try?
Zerubbabel.
That is correct. Dwayne, still with you. What was the appropriate size, or approximate size rather, of the congregation that went out of captivity?
Pass.
Stephanie, would you like to try?
50,000.
That is correct. Stephanie, still with you. What was the first thing that Joshua and Zerubbabel built?
The ark.
Incorrect. That's the altar of God. Dwayne, what did the old men do who had seen the first temple?
They wept aloud.
That is correct. Stephanie, what king issued a decree that the Jews cease working until another commandment was given from him?
Artaxerxes.
That is correct. Dwayne, who inspired the Jews to start building again?
Haggai and Zechariah.
That is correct. Stephanie, to whom did Tetaniah send a letter regarding the progress of the work?
Cyrus.
That is correct. Dwayne, how was the cost of the building to be paid?
Pass.
Stephanie, would you like to try?
Out of the king's treasury.
That is correct. Stephanie, still with you. What was the prior request of Darius?
Pass.
Dwayne, would you like to try?
That they will pray for the king and the king life and the life of the king's son.
That is correct. Dwayne, still with you. What did Darius order to happen to anyone who alters his edict? Name one of the order.
That they should be
That's incomplete. Let timber be pulled down. All right, we'll give you that one. Stephanie, what did Darius order to happen to anyone who alters his edict? Name another of the order.
Pass.
Dwayne, would you like to try?
No, pass.
Let timber be pulled down from his house. Let him be hanged, or let the house be made a dunghill. Dwayne, still with you. Of whom was Ezra a descendant?
Aaron.
Correct. Stephanie, name one thing that Ezra did to prepare his heart to do.
Seek the Lord.
That is correct. Dwayne, name one other thing that Ezra did to prepare his heart to do.
By fasting and prayer.
That is incorrect. You could have said that to do the law of the Lord or to teach in Israel's statutes and judgments. Stephanie, who sent a letter authorizing supplies and materials to be given to Ezra for the house of God?
Cyrus.
Incorrect. That's Artaxerxes. Dwayne, what did Ezra proclaim at the river of Ahava?
A fast.
That is correct. Stephanie, what did Ezra say to the king that caused him to be ashamed to ask for an escort of soldiers?
Pass.
Dwayne, would you like to try?
Yes, because he said he tell the king that his God will protect him.
Judges will accept? That's correct. Dwayne, still with you. How did Ezra handle the accounting of silver and gold brought to Jerusalem?
Pass.
Stephanie, would you like to try?
No.
He weighed the silver and the gold and the vessels before they left and when they got to Jerusalem. Stephanie, still with you. How did Ezra consider the punishment of God?
Harsh but fair.
That's incorrect. That's less than their iniquities deserved. Dwayne, what did the Israelites make a covenant to do?
To put away the strange wives and strange husbands.
That's correct. Stephanie, fill in the blank. And that's the end of the match. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with the final scores. This is Love 101, the family station.
DJ Selagwan with a whole heap of something like the 7 gigabytes of YouTube data you now get when you activate a 7-day digital prime bundle and a whole heap more any-use data moving from 6 to 8 gigabytes. Plus you get 49 gigabytes to enjoy more sports, music and movies with Digicel apps. A really whole heap of something that for the same price. Only $850. Activate your 7-day prime bundle in the My Digicel app today. Digicel, better together.
Importance of having a high credit score. Your credit score plays a critical role in a lender's decision to offer credit. This means if you have a history of bad credit, banks and other institutions will not trust you enough to lend. Repayment history, types of loans, length of credit history, and your total debt all factor in and play a huge role in your credit profile. So, pay your loans on time and in full.
This financial literacy tip was brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, building an inclusive economy.
Yeah. Churches across Jamaica.
Welcome back, and the final scores in this week's ABC matchup is Dwayne Bryan of the Seven Grounds Church of God of Prophecy on 50.5 points, and challenger Stephanie Ellis of the Power and Praise Ministries in Denbigh on 31 points. We do want to say congratulations to Dwayne and very well played, Stephanie. Now Dwayne will move on to round 2 of the competition. And as usual, I'm going to allow you guys to give your shout outs. Dwayne?
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
And well done, Stephanie. Better luck.
Just a moment, Dwayne. I think somebody is close to something that's giving a feedback. All right, that's good.
Okay, it's not me.
Stephanie?
Yes.
Somebody is all right. Great. Go ahead, Dwayne.
Okay, well done, Stephanie, and better luck next time. I want to big up everyone in Seven Drums, Ellis and Castle. Big up Church of God of Prophecy in Jamaica. I was working. I just left to play quiz, and the internet was going in and out. So it threw me off a little, but I hope that it works the next time. Bless up, everyone.
Thank you so much, Dwayne. I'm not sure why we're having that feedback. Go ahead, Stephanie, with your shout out. Stephanie?
You hear me?
No, yours very low. All right, that's better.
Hearing me now?
Yes, hearing you. Go ahead.
Yes, I want to say thanks to Dwayne for a well-played match. Shout out to my church family at Power and Praise Ministries in Denbigh, to all my colleagues at the Saints Early Child who are listening, to my husband who is always behind me, encouraging me, and thanks for the opportunity of being on Love FM another season.
Thank you so much, Stephanie, and very well done. We lost Dwayne, but we do want to say thank you so much. And on behalf of Dwayne, I think you would say thanks as well, Stephanie.
Yeah.
All the best now. Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Experience crazy low prices during the Home and Things More and Madness sale. Yes, get big discount.